Welcome to another episode of The Creators Outlet, brought to you by our friends over at the Inked Marketing Team. You need that little kick in the ass to get your Kickstarter or Indiegogo over the hill and past the finish line. Contact Kevin Gillette over at Inked Marketing. Just go to www.inked.marketing today. Who also would like us to remind you, in case you missed it the first time around, it's your chance to get your hands on Loco Hero 1, the award-winning graphic novel from Monty Michael Moore. Get your copy today with a special exclusive only Indiegogo cover at inked.pub/Loco Hero 1. And don't forget, Loco Hero 2 is live on Kickstarter. And for that one, you just go to inked.pub/Loco Hero 2. See, it's that easy. And now, we want to remind you, of course, as always, please subscribe, comment, and share. And welcome our special guest, Sam the Man.
What's up? Woo, woo.
What's going on?
How's it going, buddy?
Not too bad. First of all, let's lead off the fact that Sam is moving to Texas. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Yes.
And that's why he looked like he just broke into somebody's basement.
My place is a mess right now. I've been packing all dang day. I have a Cintiq 24 HD. That thing weighs more than me. I had to repack that and put that in a box. I was like, oh my goodness, this thing is heavy. I had to take my big screen off the wall. All my action figures I had to pack. So my office is a mess right now.
And it probably took you like 1,000,001 boxes to get the action figures done.
Oh, forget about it. Yeah. And then, then my resins, I had to bubble wrap them and all that stuff. And, so all that's it's just labor. And I have 6-7 days left before the truck comes and the pod comes and load it up.
Shove it all in there. Get it out of town.
Get it out of time. Get it out of Dodge.
So you guys just finished a successful campaign of Catch the Crazies #3.
Yes, and we're currently in Forbidden. Look at that, the homage cover. Woo woo!
Woo. Not just that, but there's only 100 of these.
Yes,
and I have #4.
Look at that! Look at that!
Like early number. This should be worth like 10 times as much as those other numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
And I liked it. I'm not going to take it out again, but I liked it because we all know that if you go to get a book graded, they take these things and throw them in the shredder.
Right.
But you have a copy of this on the inside cover of the book.
Yes.
Once it's sealed, it's not going to matter, but it's still there.
Right.
So, I got that, and that was cool. And like I told you in the pre-show that I was going to, once I get everything straightened out, maybe by the time you're all set up in Texas, I might have gotten somewhere. And that will be going next to my underdog variant of Action 1.
Yes.
I also got a Sam and George baseball card.
Yes.
And you must be waiting for the apocalypse because... Oh, no, I know what it is. George got the baseball back because your dog is out.
Yeah, there you go. That's a super backer card. What's up, Michael San Martino? And there's the sketch card I promised.
There's the sketch.
Yes. And there's
some Crazies action on the back.
Yes, those are all the characters.
So, yeah, that's cool. Very cool.
Awesome. Yeah, it's funny because my memory's going, and so then when I saw the show, I was like, oh, I forgot the card. I was like, no, I was like, I can't. I'm a man. I'm a word. I gotta move. Get this over there quick.
It's like, and I told you, I go. Well, if I get it by the end of next week, I'll be able to show it off on the podcast. So
yes.
Here we are, and there it was, and I had it like 2 days later, so it was like,
yeah, I shipped it out Friday, I believe.
Yeah, I had it Monday.
Yes, I shipped it out Friday because Friday night I had it all packed up because I had orders from the website, and I packed that all up, and I had it ready for the postman to pick it up in the morning. And because at 5 a.m. we drove off to Bucks County, PA, to ZoloCon.
On the road again.
Yes.
I shared out that dope graphic you did for your Alien in My Toilet page.
Oh, thanks.
Like I shared that out to a bunch of places, so that ended up on my podcast page. It ended up over on Outright Geekery and in a few other groups. I'm like, man, I need to learn how to make this shit.
I just did it like 20 minutes before I got on your.
Oh, shut up.
Because I was like, wait, because I was reposting the link, and I was like, wait, I did a graphic last time, so I just went and did it really quick, and I sent it out.
I'm just like, damn, I gotta learn how to do this shit. I'm like,
I've become such a beast. With the amount of graphics that I put out on a daily basis, and when I look at my folders, each Kickstarter campaign, I put out about 150 graphics. It's crazy, all unique.
oh man,
And it's so I've gotten into a rhythm.
yeah, it's crazy. Like I was all proud because I made like two different things. One was that just that plain mat of for the subscribe thing, and I made that one by accident. I didn't know what the hell was going on, and I made another one, and it's like a side view of like a gaming keyboard.
Right.
So it looks like the War Games movie when the lights are like going through the computer.
Right.
It looks like that, and it's got my QR code for my link tree and the logo. And
So who designed your logo?
My buddy Andrew, who is also a comic book creator. And if you think you have a lot of action figures, you do not.
No, I pale in comparison to a lot of these cats out there.
Oh man. And he laughs because he knows every time he shares something, I'm a bitch about the price because I don't care what you say. It doesn't cost $30. It doesn't cost $30. I know they're going to make profit and everything, but still, it doesn't cost $15 to make a 6-inch action figure.
Right.
It just doesn't. I'm sorry, but it's got so many points of articulation. I go, you're only saying that because it's a bump in price when you say that, and you know that 90% of the people that are buying these are not taking them out. You're just charging more money because you realized, wow, most of these things are selling to collectors because they like the characters and the lines.
Right.
So that's why we don't need Toys R Us anymore, because all these old guys are buying all these action figures and they're not going to let their kids play with them because they're like, $30 to $100 a piece.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at my collection and pricing a lot of that stuff. Some of them I'm waiting for reboots of movies and all that stuff because I can make a killing. I have about 20 boxes filled with action figures that never been removed from the original packaging.
I have quite a bit of that.
Yeah. So I started pricing stuff. I was like, oh, I can get. And then my comic books, forget about it. If when I get to Texas, I'm going to send some of the stuff to CGC to get graded because I could make a killing on some of the comics that I have.
The problem, and my biggest beef with CGC isn't the ridiculous amount of money they charge and the fact that grading a book is a scam.
Right.
Because no two people, you got like 100,000 people working for you, like CGC or CBCS, in various, jobs and areas, whatever. But no two people are going to grade a comic the exact same way, even with the guidelines. It's gonna have that wave momentum going on.
Right.
That's number one. Number two, what entitles you to 10% of the current market value of any of my books that I paid for?
Yeah.
that's why if I have a graded book, it's because I bought it that way,
Right.
and I bought it with signatures and everything. But I didn't pay nearly as much as it would cost me if I bought the book, got it signed myself, and sent it off to them.
Right.
You know, so okay, I'll shut up now. Forbidden.
Well, better. 13 days left.
13 days left. 28 backers. $1,467, and the pledged goal was 750.
Right.
So it's sitting pretty.
Yeah, sit pretty. I mean, for me, we made the goal in 2 hours, which was crazy.
Oh, nice.
And I was hoping that that would drive the momentum. Just trying to get it into as many people's hands as possible. So I always look at the backer number, not the dollar value,
Yeah,
because I know that the more people that read it, they're going to want to get the follow up issue. It's just I'm getting it into the hands. So one of the backers was a retailer in California, which I was glad about because they got 5 copies of Zero and 5 copies of One.
oh,
Um,
nice.
so I know that at least in that location, that store, hopefully those 5 people that pick them up, they want to find out when they can get issue number 2.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Did you by chance hit up Danny Morales from the collective in Orlando area?
No, I don't know Danny Morales.
I do, and I will put you guys in touch. Danny works for the collective, and he headed up their indie wing because when everybody went pencils down, now not for nothing, you're locked in your house. The last thing you want to do is put your pencil down because now you can get out ahead in front of everything and have plenty of stuff to sell afterwards.
Right.
Uh, but Diamond shut down, DC and Marvel shut down. Big loss. And there were no books for the stores. And even after they came back, a lot of places were forcing stores to not even be able to do curbside pickup, and they weren't allowing them to even go in to conduct any business, even mail outs or anything. So and they were allowed to be open down in Florida, after the initial shutdown, but they didn't have any books to sell their customers.
Wow.
They had bare wall space because people were like, I need something to read. I'm going crazy being locked in my house.
Right.
And Danny started reaching out to creators that were, running campaigns and he was checking them out because he knows all their customers and they know, if this is if this is like this or this is like that, I have this handful of people here and that handful of people there that will check it out, and if they like it, they're going to go back and get more and more and more.
Right.
So he's been doing that. They have an entire aisle, like a short aisle set up with nothing but indies, and any indie that is featured gets a prominent spot at the front of the store next to the cash register.
Nice.
A POP indie comic.
Nice.
So I will definitely put you in touch with him afterwards. He's you can also find him in the Comic Related Madness. He's a member over there.
Okay.
And he usually kicks off the Saturday afternoon of CromCon, which is next weekend.
Awesome.
But let's see now. Forbidden Issue 1, the follow-up. See, I didn't know the last one was Zero.
Yeah, so that one was on Indiegogo. And it was the introduction to the series.
So this is the first full issue, but
Yeah, issue 0 was 16 pages. Issue number 1 is 27.
Nice. And
Those are pages from issue 0.
do you have any issue zeros in the store?
No.
All sold out.
In like physical stores?
No, no, I meant.
Oh no, no. Oh yeah. On the website, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. But in the physical store, no. And issue 0 is also available on the Kickstarter as well.
Okay. Cool.
So anybody who
Catch up tier, yeah.
yeah, anybody who missed the Indiegogo, they can catch up.
Very cool.
And these are sample pages from issue number 1.
I scream, and then it looks like somebody kicked me in the jaw. Nice,
Yes.
nice and dark.
Yeah, the colorist is Barbara. I forgot her last name. It's Barbara, and the artist on this issue is Anibal Arroyo.
And you wrote this, right?
Yeah, I wrote it, and I do variant covers. So like the cover that with the king right below, I did that one.
Oh, you did the facepalm cover.
Oh yeah, I did that one. Well, I was just reading one of the comments. Yeah, Michael's saying I was supposed to say it was sold out. Waiting for more prints. I know that's why I need an agent. Um, packing and all this other stuff. It's my mind is mush. But yeah, so I did that variant cover, and then the cover below that variant cover was done by David Keeles.
Well, I gotta say, the facepalm cover is funny, but this cover is yeah.
It's very Frazetta-esque.
And it's a hollow foil too.
Yes, that's a hollow foil cover.
Okay.
That's also available at the Kickstarter.
So, what else can you say but shiny boobies?
It's actually the number one selling cover, and the most because you can add on. That's the number one cover for add-ons.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, he's such a talented artist.
Yeah, that's just.
I have the original page to that too, and actually, that actual original penciled page, the 11 by 17, is also up for grabs for art collectors on this Kickstarter as well.
Nice. Except for the ground, it almost looks like the three of them are playing, Naked Twister or something.
Yeah, right.
And the king is just, yep, keep going. Yes. My chalice is full.
Yes. So that's the cover to issue number 1
mm-hmm.
By Anibal Arroyo. That's a variant cover that I did for issue 1. It's the gold cover.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Almost looks like Doom with his hood up there.
Yeah. And that's the sketch cover by Anibal Arroyo.
That's cool. Stop. No spoilers.
Yeah.
What will you get? Well, yeah, everything.
So this cover is no longer available. That was the first day backer incentive. That was a limited edition cover that you were only able to get on the day 1 pledge. So it's not, you can't even add it on anymore.
Yeah.
And I did that cover, and it came with the limited edition trading card, The Race.
You can't get this anymore.
No.
Facepalm.
Yes. So basically, then you have the digital. You can get, if you've been in issue 0 digital, you can get both the digitals 0 and 1
for $10.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good selling point for people overseas that don't want to incur like a big shipping.
Yes, because right now I'm only shipping to Canada and Puerto Rico in the U.S. Yeah. So then there's you can get issue 0 copy with the digital edition of 0 and 1 and the sticker and your name in the book. It's all sold out. Yep. There you go. I'm gonna use that from now on. Sold out. And so that one for $25, you can get both issues 0 and 1 plus the sticker, plus the 11x17 pinup that's there, and the digital editions and your name of the book.
Cool.
Then you
the
get
gold edition. $40.
Yes. So then it gets better and better as you go along. You get
the perks get better and better, but also the better you get, the more the price creeps up.
Yes.
But we know this because
Yes.
40 to 50, and it's only an extra $10.
Yes. Because in the $40 one, you got the gold cover for issue 0, but not issue 1. In this one, you get both the gold cover for issue 0. Issue 0 and 1. Plus, you get the bookmark, the sticker, the poster, the digital editions, and a digital sketchbook. Plus your name in the book.
See, you get a lot of stuff here. But wait, there's more.
A whole lot more. There's so many tiers. It's it's unbelievable. Then there's the gold and plus sketch. So you get the forbidden gold covers, issues 0 through 1, plus the gold sketch, plus the sketch cover, plus sketch card. You get a commission sketch card by me, plus a pin up, plus a bookmark, plus the stickers, plus the digital edition, plus your name of the book.
And the face palm cover.
Yes. And if you read issue 0, you know why he has his hand in his face, and it's full of blood. Then you have the gold number 0 and number 1, the exclusive T-shirt, 11x17 pinup, a sketch card, Sin Area sticker, the Deseret sticker, the bookmark, the digital PDF, and your name of the book. And it gets crazy. So you get the gold
commission sketch.
Yes, you get the sketch cover, the exclusive tee, 2 pinups, sketch card. So you get the sketch cover and the sketch card, and then you get Sin Area sticker, the Deseret sticker, and the bookmark, and your name of the book. A whole lot of lumps.
Oh yeah, the complete bundle.
The complete bundle, issue 0 and 1
for the deuce.
Gold, the regular cover for number 1, the sketch cover, exclusive tee, 2 pinups, the trading card, the sketch card, the Sin Area sticker, the Deseret sticker, the bookmark, the digital PDF, your name of the book, whole lot of stuff. We're not playing here.
Yeah, it's like the more of this stuff you buy, the less I have to take to Texas.
Yeah, I know. And then this is the Collect Them All bundle. You can get every cover from issues 0 and 1, the variants, the gold editions, the standard covers. You get the commission sketch cover. You get the sketch book. You get the sketch card. You get the T-shirt, all the stickers, the posters, all the posters, the trading card. I mean, just so much I can't even keep up.
All the digital stuff.
Yes. And then this is the homage cover to Doctor Strange that you can get for $20 plus the Sin Area sticker. And that's also limited edition to 100 copies as well.
Cool. It's like, I know I've seen this one.
Yes, this is Doctor Strange cover.
And I probably owned it at one point because I used to love Doctor Strange.
Yeah. And so that's available for a mere $20. And then you can collect the covers done by me, which are right there. Plus, you get the Shaku and Deseret sticker. And the homage cover comes with a certificate of authenticity, numbered.
Yeah.
Signed.
You get Facepalm, you get Doctor Doom, and then you get Doctor Strange.
There you go. Call me a doctor. And then you get the covers done by Annabelle Arroyo. Issue 0 and 1, you get the Deseret bookmark, and you get the print of the black and white print of the cover for issue 1.
Cool.
And then this is the retailer special. So if you get 10 copies of issue number 1, you'll get a special homage cover for your store, signed with a certificate of authenticity.
Cool.
And this is the other retail special. If you get 5 of issue number 0 and 5 of issue 1, you'll get the homage cover signed with a certificate for your store.
And they're the same price, yeah. So you
Yeah,
can either
same
get
price as this. You could get 10 of number 1 or 5 of and 5 of each.
five of each.
Yeah.
And you want the 5 of each because everybody's going to want to. This is where it starts, right?
Yeah.
Sure, it is. I just saw online that there's an issue 0. But on the plus side, then you get to make your store order the bundle for issue 0.
Yes.
All sketches from the live sketch off by Sam and Annabelle and art collectors Jack Part, Forbidden issue 0, 1 and 2, $350.
Yeah, so we have 10 sketches from the sketch off, 5 that Anibal did and 5 that I did. And all those original sketch designs will be available in one bundle. If you watch the live show, you'll see what the sketches look like. We're finishing them up and tightening them up because we had 5 minutes per character to do on the live show. But so we decided to let's clean it up and make it nice and tight. And so if there's an art collector out there, you get all the originals from the live show.
And if you missed it, you can just go to the Catch the Craze podcast channel on YouTube, and you can look for the show and check it out. And I'm sure it's first come, first choice.
It's only available to one person, so whoever grabs it, it's over.
Oh, one person's going to get them all.
All of them.
Oh.
So it's all 10 sketches, sketch pages plus the 2 books.
Okay, so you're gonna get both books and 10 sketches from 2 different artists for $350.
Yep.
Wow. That apparently is already on sale.
Yeah, that's a steal. And so you can get this original 11 by 17 page of the sketch cover by Anibal Arroyo. That can be yours for mere $500. Framed, and it comes framed.
It comes flat and framed.
Yeah, so that'll be nice and framed, shipped. The Cast of Crazies, I had somebody from Texas get an original cover of Cast of Crazies. I didn't have it available as a tier. They just hit me up and they got it as a tier.
Because you're like, well, if I'm moving to Texas, I might as well start with a fan base.
This is before I knew I was going to move to Texas.
Before you even knew you were moving there?
Yeah.
You probably hit him up since. Guess what, dude? I'm moving down there.
Yes.
Available for commissions anytime.
This is a page, again, it's available. It's when I first created Forbidden back in early 2000. That was the first design that I did, never published. And when I was done with the first few pages of Forbidden, I decided to get another artist for it because I didn't feel that my style at that time was strong enough. But this page is original pencils by me back in 2000 that you can get framed as well.
Original concept art.
Yes.
Always cool.
And this is the David Keelis original 11 by 17 pencil page you can get as well for $500 plus the book. Look how beautiful his pencils are.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was transfixed on something.
Should I leave you alone?
I might need a minute.
I mean, his pencils are so clean. It's an inker's paradise to ink his work.
Oh yeah, it is nice, man. He's got nice line work, man.
Oh, he's awesome. And then this one's already sold. That was an 11 by 17 of the cover for issue 0. So you get the book plus the framed art. Whoever bought this person bought it from California. So they're the lucky owner of this original framed art piece.
Nice. I always like seeing one of the higher tiers when you're scrolling down, checking out somebody's campaign, and you see sold.
Yeah.
Sold.
Yes.
And the add-ons.
Yeah, so you can add this on. So if you just got a lower tier that doesn't get any of this stuff, you can always add them on at checkout.
Oh, that's cheap. The $3 for the die cut sticker, and that the art on that sticker looks dope as hell too.
Yes, that's the that came off the cover for the graphic novel when it's collected, and it was a artist that I commissioned. His name was Eric Ifata, and he does gaming designs and like amazing, elaborate fantasy posters, and I mean he's just fantastic guy. That's a wraparound cover for the graphic novel once I'm done with the series.
Nice.
And that's Desiree, one of the main characters in the book, and that's a bookmark with a little bio about her.
Oh, cool. I always like to see like stats and stuff.
Yeah. And that's Prince Shaku, and you'll see him in book number 3. And then that's the cover for the wraparound. That's one side of the wraparound.
And the Forbidden Zero holofoil cover.
I mean, I was just at SoloCon, and that was I'm all out of the holofoils now, because whatever I had extra from the Kickstarter, I sold them at ZoloCon, and they just scooped them up. Yeah, so it's sold out. Michael Sam,
this sold out.
Yes.
So this the sexy time cover is sold out.
Yes, it's going to be reprinted for this Kickstarter. So if anybody pledged for this cover, it'll be reprinted once Kickstarter gives me my money.
You will have the very low print run of the second printing of the sexy time cover.
Yes.
And the Forbidden sketch cover for 15. Forbidden Volume 1 sketchbook for 15.
Yes, and that sketchbook has art by everybody who's been involved in the Forbidden series.
Cool. So you get line art from everybody.
Yeah.
Commission sketch card for 25. Forbidden graphic limited edition T for 30. Forbidden collector's card for 10. And this is the only way to get this now because the tier that this was on is gone.
No, it's on other tiers.
Oh, is the card?
It's just on the higher tiers. It's on. The
yeah.
So you can always add it on if you didn't pledge on the higher tier.
See, I was going back to the first one. Sold out.
Yeah. And this is the new stretch goal because we unlocked the first stretch goal. So if we get to 50 backers, then everybody at $10 or more will get this, the Darkness trading card.
Cool.
And that one's unlocked. So
this one's unlocked.
Yeah, so everyone's getting that pinup. This one's a digital pinup.
Oh, okay.
So for the first 25 backers, it was a digital pinup. The 50 backers is a physical card.
Very good. There's you.
There's the squad.
Mike. Yeah, I know this dude. He was on an ad for the show tonight.
Yeah.
Using skills and stuff. Man, stop that. Annabelle. George with the dog bites.
Yes.
And contributing art by David Quiles and Erica Fata. Colors by Bob. There's the last name we were looking for.
Araji. Yeah, she's from Brazil.
Very cool.
Fantastic color. She's done a great job with this. She's coloring 168 pages.
And where the funds go? Not to us.
No, we not one campaign have we seen any nickel. Everything's gone to production, supplies, shipping, right back into the Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm. It's like it goes to pay our artists and the printing and the shipping, and then it's done.
That's it.
The only one to get anything is the fan.
The fans. That's it.
So this all looks very cool, dude.
Thank you.
So because there's so many gaming and indie comic games coming out, you guys gonna roll characters with cast members of Forbidden for like a D&D campaign sometime?
Well, so that's why I want to get it to as many hands as possible. If I can get it to a lot of readers, it then and I get the feedback and it becomes a demand, then it makes it easier to go that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a couple things I want to do with the series as well. Because the series is done. All 168 pages have been written and lettered. They're just being colored now. So she's up to issue 4 right now, coloring,
Oh, nice.
and you know, I'm also contemplating writing it as a prose as well. And so again, which is why, it was like if I can get into I moved to Kickstarter because everyone was saying tickets from Indiegogo bring to Kickstarter, you'll get a bigger audience. And so I have 13 days left, and I'm hoping we get more than 28 back as we get to 50 or more. Um, and then hopefully the 50 or more really appreciate the first 2 issues that they read, that they want to come back in the fall for issue number 3 or 2, issue 2, book 3.
Book 3, issue 2.
Yes.
And yeah, because Michael just wants to keep saying this.
Yeah, I know. Sold out. Sold out.
Sold
And
out.
yes, I mean, when we first launched Forbidden back in '05, because I wrote it in 2000, but when we launched it in '05, '06, on there, great reception. We got a lot of great critic reviews from Newsarama, from Broken Frontier, from Cinescape. I mean, all these places, and it was doing well. And but then I left the game, and I never finished it. I left it off at issue number 1. We had issue 0 and 1. So when I decided to come back, I said, "Let me." George was like, "Yo, you need to finish this." And so I went and I opened my Bible, which had all my character designs, the history of the characters, the story, the plot, and I started finishing the story. And when I started typing, when I was done, and I hit the last period, I was like, "Oh, 168 pages! I didn't realize." And I feel that it's strong enough that it could be the first volume in a series as the first graphic novel. But again, what happens between this campaign and the next will determine what I do with it.
Well, hopefully it goes forward and finishes nice and strong.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too. And that's why I'm.
maybe a couple action figures with the graphic novel.
Yeah, I know. It's so that's why for me it's like if I can get past the first hurdle and just get it into a lot of hands.
Mhm.
And too bad EternaCon is when I'm there, it's gonna be the campaign will be over by then. Um, and
Yeah.
and I'm hoping that some of the fans at ZoloCon that picked up the book will come back to the campaign as well. So, and it's just it's a great story with a lot of heart, and it's that traditional old story, where that battle between father and son. It's the premise is basically centuries ago there was a great race of people divided into 3 groups. You had the hunters, you had the farmers, and you had the warriors. And the hunters basically went into a forbidden forest, and they weren't supposed to. They were immediately attacked by demons in the forest called creepers. One made it out, got back to the village. By nightfall, a figure shows up at the head of the village and says, "Give us back the person who desecrated our land, and no harm will come to you. Choose not to, and you'll feel the wrath of Nokron." And Nokron is the ruler in the dark world. And they chose not to give up the hunter. Morning came, they started burning from the sun alive. And so they ran underground never to be seen again. Fast forward to today, the world has evolved, modern day technology, and so has Nokron in the form of a human figure called David the Hunter, who's a billionaire mogul, and the goal is to dominate the globe. But prophecy states that his plans will be thwarted at the hand of the son of Vox if he has risen from the caverns. And this is where issue 0 takes off. It starts off with the son challenging his father. How do you know this curse still exists? We've been down here for centuries living in fear. And so the father locks up his son. He says, until he clears his mind of these foolish thoughts. So the son, his name is Starticus, commits the ultimate sin. He fights his way out, killing his own people to get out to the surface, to see if this curse is real. And that triggers the events and alerts Nokron that the son of Rox has risen and they must destroy him before he destroys them. And that's where it takes off.
Nice. See, I thought it was going to be like the father versus son, like where I wanted to hunt down my father because he left 30 years ago looking for a gallon of milk and some cigarettes. Never came back.
Michael says those poor guards. Yes, he killed his own people. Poor guys.
They should have let him out. They might have been still around. Beat up a
Yes.
little. A couple of cuts and abrasions, but he would have let him live. It would have just looked like he got the best of him. How did
Yeah.
he get out? Well, he's still the prince. He asked for my sword, and well, I gave it to him.
Yes. So the sister Desira is caught between father and son, her brother and her father, and she's torn, but she also understands the implications of his actions and what it would do to the family and the entire people. They were about to let him go. Let him go.
They didn't have a chance.
No.
They were just about to set my people free.
Let my people go. Yes, but he had the help of his love interest, Arius, and and so that's where the ideas came. And you'll learn, so in issue 1, you're gonna find out, did they make it out? What happened to Sin and Arius, and what's gonna happen to the people in the caverns, and what's the reaction coming from David? And then we introduce a new character called Viejo. And Viejo is like almost like a sensei, Mr. Miyagi. He's a watcher, and he's there to aid Sin, and it takes off. And issue 1 gets crazy.
And is the sister the redhead we see here?
Yes, the sister's a redhead with
Okay, I like his sister.
the concerned look in her face. She is, and she, only men rule, right? And so, but she is the strongest of all, and she's the most strategic and wise of them all. And you'll find out what her role is in this entire adventure, because there's a lot of key players that we introduced throughout the series. And you see in the cover, you'll see Viejo, you see Shaku, and some of the characters, but there's a whole lot more characters.
Oh yeah, a whole lot more. But she had me at just being a redhead. So.
Oh yeah, I know, I love redhead.
But yeah, this looks cool. I like the character designs, and I like the premise of the book where basically almost like a lost continent that we know of, and
Yes.
everybody disappears for hundreds of years, and then they rise back up after a couple of centuries.
And what happens when you take two worlds, old versus new? What happens? What does that look like? So um, when I read it, because I'm very critical of my work. So when I read it, when I finished writing it, I put it away and I came back to it a month later and just read it with fresh eyes. And each character, you're going to have a favorite character in the series, and there's going to be a lot of surprises in this series. You think you're going to know what's happening, but you won't. You think you have no idea. This is the Diary of the Bach. So it's a fun read. It's a great adventure. If you're a fantasy lover, you love action and adventure, it's really dope. The gods will never know about the two worlds. Jesus Christ. Oh, you're funny. Yeah.
Man, you gotta hire Michael to just
Oh, Michael.
throw funny comments up on everything.
Michael's hilarious. You should see him on the live feeds. He's just crazy. Yeah, him and his wing girl, not wing man, wing girl, Crystal. Those two together, forget about it. Forget about it.
I tuned in one day. I go, what happened? There's 4 of them now.
Oh, the live show, yes.
Yeah.
That's the Four Horsemen. So, that's the original Crazy Comics crew. So Anibal's the artist on Forbidden, and so when I had Crazy Comics, that was the crew: Jonathan Syphax, George Medina, and Anibal Arroyo, and we traveled together nationwide to so many damn conventions, and we were producing books together.
Nice.
And back then, Anibal was doing Forbidden. Before I decided to move on to other projects and I never finished it. And so I'm glad that like one of the things I feel accomplished about is that this series is finished. So what this does is this helps pay for the colorist to keep coloring the other issues, the consecutive issues. So if I raise enough money here to have her finish the entire series, the next campaign is going to be the whole graphic novel. If I don't raise enough money, then the next campaign is going to be issue number 2.
Yeah. It'd be nice to be able to get the graphic novel out, but
Yeah, I mean,
some
I
people
mean,
are gonna want floppies though.
yeah. I'm still gonna make them available. So I'm debating what happens with this, and with 13 days, anything can happen. But again, if I, yeah, I'd be ecstatic if I get to 100 backers. But with 13 days, I'm not sure. Today we had 2 new backers, which is pretty awesome. Um, so which was more because we went a whole week without one pledge, and that was like, what the bloody hell? And so
Well, you gotta look at the last 5 days, the last 5 countdown, and then Kickstarter will send that last chance email out to everybody that signed up.
yeah. I send updates once a week to everybody who's watching it and who's pledged. And when we did the live show with the sketch off, I invited everybody who backed it to join the feed, and so I try to be very transparent, and I communicate as much as possible, and I post every single day,
Yeah.
not on everything, on Snapchat, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, Tumblr, Reddit, wherever. If there's a form of communication out there, I'm on it.
Reddit banned. Uh, TikTok, no, I can't do it. I'm not a sorry, but I'm not a 10-year-old girl. I can't do TikTok.
There you go. From your mouth, Michael. From your mouth. He says it's all those people. Oh, I got time backers. Hopefully, yeah, that happens. Yeah, happens with the crazies a lot. We'll get the last 2 days. All of a sudden, we got 10, 12 backers on the last 2 days. And I'm hoping that's the case because I got a lot of people interested. One of the things that confused people, and I got a lot of emails from, was they thought that it's like, wait, where's issue 2? You're saying there's an issue 2? I said, no, it's issue 1, book 2. So that was confusing a lot of people. I had to remove that today. So on the top where it said Forbidden Root Awakening, it said issue 1, book 2. I removed it. I just left it at issue 1. So because everyone's been confused. And so they're like, wait, no, I want book 2. I already got book 1 because they thought 0 was 1. I said, no, there's a 0. There's a 1. So in hindsight, never start at 0. and keep it simple.
Well, you can start at 0, but you gotta just remember that because it can get crazy.
Yeah, and I think it was like 4 emails from potential backers saying I'm confused, I'm not sure whatever happened to 2. Am I missing an issue? And because I just I want to pledge, but it looks like I'm not going to get that second issue. I was like, let me explain again. So I was like, let me just keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Okay, there was a prequel.
There you go.
That was issue 0.
Yes. Yep, just start at 1. I know. That's what I'm going to do from now on.
Michael has spoken.
Yes. The great and powerful.
Pretend you're talking to Kevin Smith after he's had his morning wake and bake. Oh yeah, issue 1.
Yes.
And we will not speak of his horrendous He-Man thing. Because
is it out yet?
It's being reviewed and it's being tanked. And let me tell you, I saw about. I didn't watch them all. After watching a few minutes of one of them, I watched like the Geeks and Gamers one,
Right.
and it was and he's like, everybody's right. He hates He-Man because, dude, that is not He-Man.
Wow. I love
So
He-Man. I mean, I have all the action figures. Um, I haven't seen it yet because I haven't had time, and I just packed all of my televisions. So,
so
so is it on Netflix?
yeah,
Oh, shoot! I'll watch it on my iPad.
Michael
Um,
has low expectations, as well you should. It wasn't just tanked by the fans, but it was tanked by the critics and Rotten Tomatoes.
Go fund Rainbow the Brute on Indiegogo. Oh,
Yes.
you seen that?
Yeah, you know what Rainbow the Brood is?
No.
It is EVS's parody of Thor. Take Rainbow Bright and the God of Thunder together.
Oh, it's Ethan Van Sciver.
Yeah,
Okay, I see it.
that's supposed to be the real He-Man. Yeah,
Good Lord, half a
Ex-
$1,000,000.
yeah. Well, it helps when you can bank everything on three initials and a frog.
Yeah. Good
Um,
Lord.
Rainbow the Brute, however, is like inch high private eye. he's
Right.
like he's like action figure size and
Yeah.
rides a house cat around.
Wow. I'm not
It's
even a droplet in that arena.
no, not yet. You're on your way.
A Momo way, hopefully. I'm very grateful because coming into this arena, because when I commissioned the artists to do that cover that you're looking at on that screen, and the graphic novel cover and the interiors for issues 2 through 6, if we only can all make that, I know, right? Jeez. Um, I paid out of pocket. I didn't even know about Kickstarter. I wasn't even thinking about a Kickstarter. I just paid them out of pocket. So, um, and then I was talking to JD Calderon, and he was like, we should bring it to Kickstarter, but be mindful, most people don't make it. And so we feel very fortunate that all of our campaigns have made it. And so for that, I'm very thankful. And my goal is um, to not just make it, but just to get into a lot of hands, and hopefully just people enjoy it, because that'll be my motivation to continue with the series beyond the 6 issues that I did. Uh, but because it's very challenging. I tell that to because we get a lot of indie creators that reach out asking for advice, and it's really the pre-work 3 months in advance. It's the networking, it's building the relationships, it's coming on shows like yours, and and just get constantly um pimping yourself. You got to go out there and do it. You got to do the work, and it's 24/7. Sometimes he mentions
Send a
books.
copy of Forbidden to EVS. Sometimes he mentions books he receives and has a huge audience. Yeah.
Really?
At any given time, one of his streams has like 900 to 1,500 people watching.
Wow. Pimp
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah, I'm the pimp and the street walk at the same time. So I'm like, where's my money? I'm getting it for you. Hold on. Wow. So, oh yeah,
And don't do it for the money. He does it for the sheer enjoyment.
I
Yep.
love this. I mean,
Eat,
this is
eat a hoe.
this the best part of what I do is the creative stuff. I don't want to be a publisher. I don't want to do any of this. I just want to create and have fun. And Forbidden is my baby. I created it over 2 decades ago. It's funny because when I found Anibal Arroyo at a Star Wars convention, he started off on a different project for a buddy of mine, and it didn't work out. So I was like, here, I gave him a binder, and it had the scripts, it had the character designs, the character bios, the history. He was like, "What the hell?" I said, "It's already done. You got to just start drawing." And uh, because I always write, even if even if I'm gonna write for myself, I write it in script format. And with the dialogue, the number of panels, camera angles, all that stuff. So this has been a passion of mine. I'm so excited to see it out. I was so excited to be at ZoloCon and see the reception it got over there. Um, and I know it has so much potential. Um, so I'll find out how to get to EVS um, and get it in his hands.
Oh, for sure. Because I mean, Phil, him and his brother created Magic Cop, and out of the blue the other day, Phil's up in everybody's stream. He's sitting in on EBS's stream. He's
Wow.
on he's on T-Bert's stream.
Who's Phil?
Phil Diaz. They've got a small publishing company, and they've got a couple of different titles out right now.
Oh, nice.
And
Yes, yes, I will be coming back to do ZoloCon next year. You know,
road trip.
yeah, ZoloCon was a happy accident. I say it all the time. I have a limited budget, and I was planning. I said I need to do at least 3 to 4 events this year, and so Terrificon was just out of my budget because I applied for New York Comic Con. So I was like, I'm gonna wait to get here for New York Comic Con. And so when New York Comic Con said, "Get out of here, you knucklehead," and I was like, "All right." So they were trying to sell me a small press booth, and I didn't want that. I wanted an artist alley. They said no. Um, I found ZoloCon. I never heard of it all these years, and so I looked on YouTube and I saw it. And it's like, and it was a collector show, if you're a toy collector, but it had an artist alley. So I was like, I'm gonna do it, and then they reduced the price. So I was like, oh, even better. And
damn well gonna do it.
I just loved it. It looks like a spaceship when you're inside. It's shaped as a dome. It's the old NASA facility where they prepared astronauts for G-force, and they go into this pod and it spins around the entire building. It's fantastic, and it's round, and the artists are on the center rounder in the perimeter, the interior rounder against the wall, and it just worked out perfectly because I had an aisle that went straight to my table, and then they had the rounder, the 2 aisles on the side. So I had 3 ways to get to me. Everybody was great. The promoters were great. It was an older couple. Um, they were so friendly, and all the creatives that I met there were just on fire. They were awesome. And then the people we met, they were all just so friendly, so hospitable. It reminded me back in the early days when we first came out as Crazy Comics. We had such a big reception to what we were doing. It reminded me of that. So I was like, oh, I do have a chance, because our comeback year was supposed to be the year when COVID hit. So we had nothing to prove whether or not any of the things that we do has merit. And ZoloCon just reinforced why I'm doing this. And so I was very excited. And so I'm looking forward to EternaCon. And the fact that Buddy Scalera and the Comic Book School and Ari invited me to do the panel, I was like, oh wow! So a great way to end the East Coast and head over to Texas. So I'm looking forward to EternaCon. And if you're listening, I'll be in Artist Alley all weekend. And then Sunday at 1:00, I'll be on a panel for 90 minutes. It's an hour and a half.
In case you didn't know what 90 minutes was.
yeah, no. It's just like
issue one. Be talking to Michael.
It's just like issue 1, book 2. I just got to make sure.
It's issue 1, book 2.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
We had the same problem. Somebody else up in New Hampshire had he's doing a kids book, like an all ages kids comic,
right?
And he misrepresented chapters and book. So it's supposed to be, he put like 3 chapters in the first book, and then he put 2 chapters in the second book, but he swapped the names. They should have been chapters, and he called them books. Okay. Book 1, 2, and 3 is in the first book, and and we're like,
Yeah.
You are confusing people.
Yeah. Minutes, hours, me speak time. I know.
So why don't you let everybody know where they can find and follow you in the crew?
Anywhere, just type in Catch the Craze. That's with a DA and not a THE. So it's Catch the Craze. And it's everywhere, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Snapchat, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Just type in Catch the Craze and you'll see anything by us. We have a YouTube channel, Catch the Craze. Uh, we're streaming services. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Spotify, Pandora, Podbean. And then you can also visit crazycomics.com. That's with two E's and not a Y, crazycomics.com, or icreatestories.com. And that's where you'll be able to check out my portfolio, all the things that I've created, interviews that I've done, and also check out my store because I have other things available on my store outside of Forbidden. I have Catch the Crazies. I have Disneyland in my toilet. I have ARG, which is a short story prose that I wrote. So there's a lot of stuff on the website, and you'll be able to see what events I'm doing for the remainder of the year. But it looks like Eternal Con will be my last one, because I wanted to do Fan Expo in Dallas, which is a big event. It's like a 3-day event, but it's in September. I won't be able to make it. If it was October, I would have done it, but it's in September, and
it's too close. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still selling. I'll still be selling this house. So. Yeah.
And then roll the trailer.
Roll the trailer, and you say almost sold out.
Almost sold out.
Almost sold out.
Forbidden.
I created Forbidden back in 2000. In 2005, it was well received by critics and fans alike at Comic-Cons and local stores. My goal for Forbidden was to create an epic fantasy tale that would last for generations. I recruited a local artist, Anibal Arroyo, who took the helm on illustrating the first 2 issues, and only 2 issues back then. After over a decade in limbo, it was time to finish Forbidden and reintroduce it to the world. Deep within the Earth's core lies a race that has existed for thousands of years. A race who are forbidden from walking the surface of the Earth due to a curse cast upon them by the evil known as Nokron. Centuries later, the world has evolved, and so has Nokron, in the form of David Hunter, a billionaire whose intention is to dominate the globe. Legend has it that one day the son of Vox will rise from the ashes of the Earth to destroy all that Nokron has built. And that could never happen.
Almost sold out. Get the book today.
Yes. Coming to a theater near you. I know, man. If I could get it to the right hands, that'd be dope.
Dear Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson. I know. And that's next year. My intent is to I want to do San Diego Comic-Con, San Diego, but I want to do the licensing expo to network and pitch.
Nice.
Yeah. And I did licensing expo back when I first created Disneyland in my toilet, and it was being shopped. It was being considered by Disney and by Warner Brothers. And then for some reason, the head person at Disney, they restructured. She was no longer there, so they stopped looking at anything that she was looking at. And then Warner Brothers changed from Kids WB and changed to something else. So that division changed, and so it got dumped. And that was around the time when I decided, you know what, this must be a sign. I'm leaving, and I left the game. But so licensing expo was great because I'm at one point I was represented by Circle of Confusion, who represents Robert Kirkman and The Walking Dead.
Nice.
And the Wachowski brothers and all that other stuff.
Cool. It might have just been not at this time.
Yeah, I think everything's about timing. I think everything happens for a reason, and you just gotta trust. You gotta continue to work, have great, strong work ethic, and just believe in what you do. And then hopefully, it only takes one person to see it and say, you know what, I like this. I think it has merit. Let's try something.
Oh yeah, for sure. But there's still time left for this, and I'm sure people will be getting on this within like the last couple of days. You still got just shy of 2 weeks,
Yes.
and of course, I've shared this a couple times today out on Twitter, and again, and then I got a notification: help shape Twitter's future. Okay, get rid of all the blue check marks. We're good. Uh, and 12 days left, and hopefully hitting that 50 backer goal.
Yeah, that'd be great. You know, and and hopefully that same group comes around for the rest of the series. And that's my goal. And because uh, I know the competition is fierce, and there's so much great talent out there.
Oh yeah.
And what all I say is give it a shot. Get the digital version. If you're not sure you want to invest in the physical, get the digital version. It's $10. You get the 2 issues, and I'm telling you, you're gonna want to pick up the rest of the series.
Yeah, get the digital version, and then when you love it, you can go get the physical copies, and hopefully by then Sam will be setting up in Texas, and he can order the reprint of the shiny movie sexy time cover, and because you want one of those.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Everybody's
wanted one of
screaming for
those
that
so that
thing.
Michael Jude in the chat said sold out.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy, but yeah. So we're actually interviewing. We got like 5 interviews this coming week, all for pre-recorded shows because I gotta populate them into YouTube because I will be busy and I won't be
Yeah.
able to record for a couple weeks. Can't sell out the digital version exactly. Can't stop, won't stop.
Mhm. Can't sell out of the digital version, and $10 for 2 books.
Yeah, and but nothing beats. I'm a physical guy. Whenever I back a
Mhm.
campaign, I always get the physical. In fact, I received 3 packages from 3 different campaigns I backed, and I'm gonna read it when I get to Texas and feature them on what's in the box. But I there's nothing beats for me the physical, but I also understand that people could be apprehensive. I'm not sure. I never heard of this guy. Who is Sam? All that other stuff. It looks cool, but I'm not sure. Give it a shot. Or just do the $5 zero issue zero digital edition, and you'll want to pick up issue number one. Trust me, it's a really good story with a lot of heart.
Yeah, check it out for yourself, and you know that's all I can say. Check it out for yourself. Grab yourself at least the zero digital, and read that. And if you find it compelling storytelling, and storytelling that you're interested in, and it's your jam, as the kids say.
You mean who is that? You mean the guy who was considered at Disney? We know you. I know you. He's such a wise guy. I swear. I'm gonna put Pika in his mouth. It's funny. What's I'm also doing if you did the digital at $10 to 2 issues, if we get to 50 backers, you get a physical card, the trading card, limited edition trading card, the Darkness. So you might get the digital, but you're still going to get a physical card. So there's an incentive there for the digital backers of the first 2 issues.
Yeah, they could. If you guys make it to 50, they'll still get a little package with a collector's card in there.
Yes.
So
Yes, and that's something I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something. Normally, I only do it for physical backers, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to try something different, and I'm going to throw in an incentive, and hopefully that gets people excited because the card is fire. And so I'm hoping that the people will get excited about it.
cool, very cool. All right, dude. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Thank
Uh,
you.
best of luck on the convention and the panel and the move to Texas.
Rowlett, Texas. Here I come.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw. Thank you, Michael, for supporting.
Yeah, thanks, Michael, for hanging out and
Yes.
populating the chat tonight. So that
You're
was
gonna,
good.
yes, I'll see you on the 4th on the live show. It's gonna be crazy. We have 8 guest artists. It's gonna be a sketch
Wow.
on a sketchathon. It's a battle royale. So it's gonna be crazy.
It's the final showdown before Sam buys himself a 10-gallon hat.
That's it. It's it's that last week. So it's George has been working in the back end getting all these artists together, and so you're gonna start seeing promos for this big old sketch off.
Very cool.
Yes.
So thanks once again. Everybody get on this book. If you've backed it, keep sharing out the links to all your social media. And if you're currently a little shy on cash and you don't like digital comics, you want the physical, and you have to wait, a few more days, then still keep sharing out the campaign so more and more eyes can get on this, and hopefully they can hit 50 backers. That way digital folks can get a little something too.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's going to wrap up this episode of Creators Outlet. But don't fear, I'll be back in an hour with another new episode because misery loves company.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm doing 3 today because next Friday I'm not booking anybody, and I'm doing the kickoff show for CrownCon 16. So
outstanding. Yeah, I'm on Monday. I'm on
Pop Show.
Yeah.
Monday Madness.
Yeah, Monday Madness, 4:30. Yes.
Michael, drunk sketch off.
Yeah, I was a little.
Oh, dude, I'm there.
Yeah, I had a little too much. I was slurring my words. Too much vodka that night. It was a little rough. The next day was rough for me. My migraine was out of control.
Yeah, I had that problem last Sunday. Global Frequency, who launched their Mavericks Kickstarter Thursday night. They do basically a drunk karaoke night, like every couple of weeks on a Sunday on their channel. And I'm like, I really wanted to drink, and I forgot to pick up anything during the day. So I found an old bottle, like a 20-year-old bottle of Ray Bork wine from the Boston Bruins. So it was very comical, and I got to tell the story. I go, it's funny, I didn't have a corkscrew, so I busted the cork into the bottle with a butter knife, and I hammered it down with like a thing of like Country Time lemonade. And nice. I go, it's kind of funny because last year Ray Bork got busted for a DUI, and now I am in a wheelchair drinking his wine. So I drank the whole bottle in like about 15, 20 minutes.
Wow.
And I kept putting myself in rotation to sing, and then I would chicken out, and it was back and forth. And right as soon as I poured the very last glass, I went on and I sang "Asshole" from Dennis Leary. So
nice. Nice.
And sadly, once something's on the internet, it stays there forever.
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 Yeah. Yes.
But, Sam will not be singing "Asshole," but he will be drawing maybe an alien from your toilet.
Yes. His name is Duty. He's from Uranus. Here it is. Bam. Alien on my toilet.
There you go. And
you can get the graphic novel on my website.
See? More and more pitching.
There you go. There you go.
But, all right. We all got stuff to do. Sam, of course, might have some more packing to do and stuff like that. So once again, good luck with everything. I'll be keeping an eye on the campaign.
Thank you, sir.
Still sharing it out when I can, and good luck. Definitely hit me up once you get settled up in Texas.
I will from the new setup. So I will. It's gonna take me a minute, but yes, I will
Yeah.
definitely.
Once you get everything set up down there, hit me up and we'll do something.
You got it. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Take care, everybody.
You too.